Excuse me. Okay, I have got that sorted. That's working. And I'm live. Oh, is the fan and the extractor fan annoying? I can turn the extractor fan off, but I'm hot. Well, I'm warm. One of those things. One of those things. So hopefully that won't be too bad. Hi, Panda Fox. Okay. Right. Just to get the quick venting out of the way, because I've got to vent. I hate that term, by the way. Just express, I guess, would be better. I don't know. But no, I've been talking to my my counselor, therapist person, friend, about my whole depression bullshit thing. And no, she came up with a incredibly duh kind of answer, because it was an epiphany, you know. I think I found out what exactly is the whole cause of my depression, besides the mini depressive events, the mini thoughts. So, but what keeps me in the depressive state, and it's apparently a cycle that happens to a lot of people. And also what triggers it in the first place for a lot of people. I need to work. I need purpose. I need to do stuff, and I need my contributions to basically matter for some reason. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. And a lot of people apparently get this whole thing where they lose their job, they then fall into depression because they haven't got a job. And it's like, oh crap, that's, you know, when did my big bouts of depression, when did my big waves hit me? And it was like, it's mainly because of I lost my cousin, and also when I had no work. When I had no work. So yeah, apparently that's my problem. I need to do stuff for money. that sounds really crappy. Yeah, I need to do work. Yeah. And apparently I found the thing that I want to do, and it's really annoying because it doesn't pay great. Now, because of this whole realization of bullshit thing. Yeah, Panda Fox, I know. I hate being useless, and you know, I just hate that in general. I've always hated that. I've always hated being useless. And one of the ways, if you want to make me feel really shitty about myself, because this has happened, people have done this. If you want to make me feel really shitty about myself, if you want to attack me, and have me care about it and stuff like that, then try to make me feel incredibly useless. You know, that's always been the thing that basically has made me feel, oh, I feel crap now. I feel like shit now. It's great. But no, I've always known that. But it's just the whole thing about it triggering random bouts of depression. I didn't know that was a huge trigger for me. You know. So yeah. I kind of derailed myself. I was going to vent about something else. Right. I put my art prices up for my commissions, for my furry commissions and my other thing, because this is my main source of income now. I am not doing anything else. I am, you know, I'm not doing all of the grading, the basically grading papers, the fact checking for the university anymore. It's not that fulfilling, you know. It's interesting. I will grant you, I will do that for free, you know, in some spare time. But it's not really that, you know, it's not really that fulfilling. I don't feel like I'm actually contributing to anything by doing that. So it's kind of a thing. So I basically cut back on all of that work and haven't got any for a while, because just generally people aren't submitting papers to the universities anymore. So yeah, at the moment anyway. I think it might have something to do with the virus times. And I'm not very good with biology shit, so essentially I'm not very good at with all of the useful papers that can actually help with the virus times. I'm not very good at doing any of that stuff. That requires a lot more work, you know, than I'm used to. Mainly because I have to check, you know, hospital university shit, and it's like and figures and statistics and stuff, and it's like I don't know, I kind of don't know where to go for those places, and it's really complicated finding, you know, peer-reviewed research that's been 100% fact-checked in the first place to compare stuff to, and that's my own problem. And I don't know why I'm talking to you about that. That's outside stuff. That's outside job stuff that I try to keep away from you guys, because holy crap, it can be boring to listen to. So I'm gonna shut up about that. Basically, that stuff wasn't as good for me. So I basically stopped doing that until some actual technical, interesting, like maybe theoretical physics stuff comes back, because that stuff is really, really interesting and weird at the same time. Also, I know where to look for that. I'm talking about it again. God damn it! Oh, shut up. Yeah, I stopped doing that a few months ago, and I basically have been just doing like commission work and stuff, both in art, video editing, and stuff like that. Video editing jobs seem to have dried up significantly, as well as some art commissions. The amount of art commissions I've got basically also dried up, and even the furry stuff. I found out why I'm not being commissioned anymore by anybody wanting furry art. I rose my prices a while ago. I did say that I was going to raise my prices because, you know, I'm a fucking professional artist, for one thing. And it was crazy seeing everybody else having these huge numbers. And I was just basically giving stuff away for like $20 or $30. I've recently just set a price at $40, and that could be dollars or pounds or euros or whatever you want to pay in. I don't care, just as long as it's like $40, I'm okay. And then basically I didn't get any commission work, and I've only been doing things for people who have or people who are willing to pay, like Itchy, for example. So yeah, even though I would do anything for Itchy anyway for free, on account of he's one of my patrons, so basically I feel kind of crappy about that. But he has paid for his pictures. Anyway, I got a couple of people, just the two, one from Fur Affinity and one from Facebook, who basically, when I told them my price, they basically were like, well, that's too much, I can't afford that. I was like, well, what's the price? I was like, but you know, you did all of these bits, and I was like, yeah, for a lower price back then, when I wasn't only, and I explained the situation to them, and they were like, well, that's too much. I'm sorry. And then the other guy basically was just stopped talking to me after I basically said the price. So that's why I'm not getting work at the moment, because apparently I'm too expensive. However, I did find that doing Ichi's art pieces was fun. You know, I actually had fun. I actually, you know, whilst I was doing those, it didn't distract me from my depression. It kind of made it fuck off. You know? And immediately after I finished them, it kind of it's like creeping back in again. So yeah. Weird. Annoying. I hate that. I hate people that do that. Yeah, well, it's a thing. So that's basically the venting portion. I don't really have anything else I need to say. I was a bit bummed that basically that another thing that contributed to my depression, my current depression, was basically the event, the 1940s weekend that I've been looking forward to, as well as the Steam Fair and stuff like that. The events, the local events, the group that basically runs all of those events have recently posted on their event page that they are cancelling everything. So I don't have anything to look forward to now until fireworks, the bonfire night, the 5th of November stuff. And I doubt that that's actually going to happen as well now. I'm starting to think that that's also not good. That's also going to be a write-off. And then Christmas is going to be just me and Damon, which is going to be nice. But you know, yeah. So yeah, I kind of don't have anything to look forward to until April, potentially. So yeah. I didn't know this, but apparently Europe is like was kind of done the annoying shitty response, and England kind of lumped in with them for some reason about the whole. Remember when America was doing the whole thing, when they basically said, okay, we're excluding Europe countries because European countries seem to have a large percentage of virus cases. You know, the outbreak is happening over there. So to limit our exposure, we're going to do a ban on travel to and from Europe, excluding the UK. And then they included the UK. So thanks for that. But now America's like, okay, we can travel again. We're not banning flights now from Europe. But now Europe is being like, no thanks. And I don't know when that's going to end. So that means that I don't know if my vacation next year, which I'm hoping can actually happen, can actually happen. So yeah. It's also put a damper on my travel plans anyway, because I kind of want to go somewhere with the freebies. My uncle used to say this, you know, whenever they mentioned that they were going to go on holiday or something, you'd be like, ooh, remember the three Bs? The beach, the buffet, and the bar. You know, beach, bar, buffet. Those are the three Bs. I'm kind of missing the three Bs. You know, I want to go someplace where they have where it's is it an all inclusive? You know, I don't know what it's called, but you basically have like a buffet breakfast and a buffet dinner kind of situation. Because when I was a kid, we used to go on holiday, and when we went on vacation, it would always be to Spain or to one of the Spanish islands. We went to Greece once. I think we went to Italy as well, but I'm not entirely sure. No, I think we went to Italy when I was really tiny, when I was like 2 years old or something. I don't know. All of the places that you would expect a middle class family to vacation from the UK, basically. And this is a fairly common thing, you know, like when you went to school, occasionally your friends would be away for 2 weeks because they went to Spain, and there'd be like these family hotels, and they have a pool, they have a kids club, they have like they have an arcade, they have a bar, and they have a breakfast. You know, they have a restaurant area that's basically also usually where the bar is, and the restaurant area is a fancy pants restaurant at these specific times. But when it's not the fancy pants restaurant at these specific times, they have a whole buffet, basically in the mornings and also in the evenings. They have, you know, they have a breakfast buffet, and then they have a dinner buffet, you know. And I loved it when I was a kid. I loved it because basically it was I had free reign. I had free reign. My parents understood that from the age of like 7 or 8 or something like that. They understood that I was basically a teenager in the brain already. I could kind of make the sensible decisions for myself, which and they knew that I only wanted to do 2 things anyway. I wanted to go to the pool or the arcade, and they knew that I could swim, and there was always a lifeguard there, so they didn't really give a shit, you know, about my personal safety, because I knew I would be looked after, and they knew that I couldn't afford to go into the arcade without them knowing about it anyway. So, you know, that I basically had free reign. So essentially, I woke up, didn't give a shit about my parents or my family. I went straight down to the buffet, had my cereal or like my cheese sandwich or something. And then I ran basically back to the room, got changed, got my swimming shorts on, and basically went to the pool and spent all day at the pool. All day at the pool, hanging out with the friends that I made at there. It was awesome. And I kind of want to do that again. I know I'm an adult now. So it's, the priorities are a little bit different. But, you know, I kind of just want to do that again. Can I just do that again? You know, and now that I'm an adult, I have money, I can afford shit, and I know for a fact that these places for adults are actually way cheaper than our parents were made out to believe. You know, our parents are always like, no, we can only go once a year for 2 weeks because basically it's way too expensive to get on a plane and go there, and the hotel is expensive and everything there is expensive. But now I'm an adult, I'm like, they were fucking lying. You know, plane trip, $50, you know, to Spain. Plane trip to Spain, $50. You know, $50 each. Granted, for family, I get it. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's not that expensive. You know, hotel, crappy hotel like that. I looked it up. I looked up a while ago. I looked up years ago. It's like 500 for a family, and then all your other expenses. So basically, it costs like $1,000 for a family. I would say. I'd say it's about $1,000. But they were like, "Oh, it costs thousands." You know, it costs crazy amounts of money and stuff like that. It's like, no, they were lying. So yeah. So yeah, and that's now. It would have been cheaper back then. So I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's like, yeah. So now I kind of want to do that, minus the kids. I don't give a shit about kids on vacation. A lot of people are like, oh, but there's no, you know, a lot of people are like, I want to go someplace that's an adults only resort and stuff like that. And to be honest, I don't care. You know, like it's just a thing. It's just a thing. Kids on vacation with their parents and stuff is gonna happen outside of the resort if you go outside of the resort. So whatever, you know, whatever. I'm trying to think of ways to make it not sound weird, mainly because I still want the arcade to be there. But essentially, yeah, I want to do that again. I want to go someplace that I have the option of going to the beach, because I care about the beach now. When I was a kid, I didn't give a shit about the beach. I've always been very much into the pool, not the pool water, not the sea water, because the sea water has animals in it and duty in there. You know, there's like there's tiny fish that peck at your feet. What the fuck, sea? What are you at, sea? What the hell? It's always magical at first as well. You're always like, oh, you just forget all of that shit, and you step into the water, and you occasionally see little tiny fish, and you're like, oh, that's so cute, that tiny little fish. Oh look, they're right near my legs. What are they doing? They're just swimming around. It's like, oh fuck! Oh my god, it's happening. It doesn't hurt. It's just the surprise that something is just momentarily, quickly attached itself to your leg and sucked, and then fucked off again. You know, and just backed away a little bit. You know, and I hate that. What are they doing? What are they doing? They don't, you know, they don't puncture your skin or anything. They just suck on your leg for a microsecond. But that microsecond is enough to make you think that they've actually hurt you somehow. I don't know why. It freaks me out. So when I'm in the water, whenever I have to go to the beach, basically I'm only in the water and I'm moving a lot in the water. So basically I'm not staying in one place. It's a thing. But yeah, I want to give the option to go to the beach because I appreciate the beach as an adult. You know, I basically appreciate that it's a place where you can go and you can get a beer or something, you get a drink and just chill in the sun. You know, people watch. You know, eat some fruit, eat some fresh fruit, ice cream. You know, just chill and if you got friends there, better. It's even better. And I might even go into the water. I don't know. It's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, to have the option of going to the beach, awesome. Going, I can go into bars and stuff now, but I'm an adult. So yeah, try the funky restaurants that just I didn't do as a kid. I'd always order one thing all the time at every single restaurant as a kid. Whenever we went on vacation, always the one thing. Always. I don't know why I did this. I think it's because I always knew what to expect, you know. But yeah, everywhere I went, spaghetti bolognese. Even if it wasn't an Italian restaurant, You know, it was just a Mediterranean restaurant. So yeah, spaghetti bolognese. Might try a kiddie cocktail, you know, a mocktail, you know. But yeah, it's whatever. They have bingo by the pool. They have pool activities. To go to a pool as an adult, do the same thing. You know, I don't care. I just want to do that. I can't do that because Dama doesn't like hot weather. I found this out just this year. It's not just Las Vegas they won't go to because it's too hot. You know, I found out that he literally won't go anywhere below this. You know, is it longitude or latitude? Longitudes are up and down, aren't they? Latitudes are the side to side. Yeah, he won't go anywhere near the equator. Then England. You know, England is his limit. If he goes below where England is, you know, closer to the equator on that line, you know, then no. So that leaves out all of the nice places of Europe with the beach, you know. The UK has really nice beaches. We have incredibly good beaches, you know, but we don't have that kind of hotel resort thingy. I don't know. But yeah, Damon doesn't want to do that. And all of my friends that I want to come with me to go to do this thing. Oh, in America. Unless Bear Buff wants to do it, but I don't know if he wants to do it that again. That does wind me up. We were going to have a vacation where I met Bear Buff. We're going to have my first adult vacation in, I was going to say in Europe, but no, I vacationed in Europe as an adult. I just never been, you know, on holiday vacation. Because in the UK we call it holiday. Going away on holiday. Going on holiday. Vacation we don't say vacation. It's not even, it's really not a common term. It's weird. I still want to do that. I'm tempted to basically just say to Damon, to say, fuck it, you're my boyfriend now. I want to go on vacation with you. I want to go on summer holidays with you. And you know, we're going to get you a big hat so you don't get the sun on you, and we're going to lather you up with sun cream, and I'm going to buy you a mini fan, and I will gladly hold it over you all the time if you basically would just come to the beach with me one time. You could stay in the air-conditioned room for the rest of the time, you know. Well, that's the thing. We don't have air conditioning, even in the hot countries, even in the Mediterranean, in Europe. You know, only special hotels have air conditioning. Do you know what we've got? We've got fans. They've got ceiling fans everywhere in fucking Spain. They're all over the place. Spanish fans. That's what they got. But yeah, I'm tempted to I'm going to drag him onto the plane, drag him off the plane, drag him to the hotel, and then he can just stay at the hotel. I don't care. Just if he comes to the beach with me or comes down to the pool with me, one time, I'll be happy. But yeah. Be cool if we could get Itchy to come, but he probably won't be able to get the time off work because he's a bang. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you get his boyfriend to come. You get Damon's boyfriend to come. I'm not entirely sure if he will come because he's a Nordic cubby guy, which means that, you know, cooler temperatures and all that. But I don't know. If I can get him to basically persuade Damon to come as well, if I can talk to him, if I can persuade him to come, then he can persuade Damon to come together with me. So, ooh, battle plan. Although, if Damon watches this, then I'm kind of screwed because this battle plan is over. Shit. My Dragonlance got shitted on too. Dragon Con recently got cancelled. I'm sorry, dude. But at least you know it's not only you, you know? Because this is how I felt about my vacation this year. I was bummed because I was like, oh, the travel ban's on the UK as well now, so that means I can't come to Vegas and to the bear event in Vegas and have fun. But then they cancelled the event, and for some reason that made me feel a little bit better. I know it's bad, but I think it's because I wasn't alone anymore. You know, everybody can't go now. You know, it made me feel slightly better. I don't know why. Is that weird? I'm not being mean. Honest. It's just nobody. If I can't go, then nobody should go. No, that's not what I was saying. But yeah, I would have peed myself. What do you mean about the fish? Was that about the fish thing? About the tiny fish? Yeah. This happens. There seems to be a like a kind of guppy fish or something in the Mediterranean Sea, because I've encountered this. I swear I encountered this somewhere around Italy as well when I was a baby. But yeah, in Spain and in Greece, there are these tiny little fish, and they look cute and everything, and they're not always so tiny. Some of them are about that big, but no, they are fearless. You know, if you stand in the water for long enough, then eventually at least one of these fish will swim up to you. You know, even in the shallow water, it's crazy. But yeah, and it's kind of creepy because it's like they're all innocent and stuff, but then they'll get brave and they'll do the little tiny peck thing, and you're like, what the fuck? You know, I don't like it when bugs land on me. So a actual animal, you know, I know bugs are also animals, but you know, insects, slightly different class of animal, you know. You know, an actual animal kind of just coming up to you and just randomly sucking on you for half a second is like weird. No, unnatural, creepy. Don't do that. Yeah, but yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere in the Mediterranean Sea. You know, that's why snorkeling such a big thing. You know, because there's so much fish, there's so many fish. But yeah, Mediterranean sharks as well are a thing, so that's fun. Incredibly rare, but yeah. There were entire cities in on the Mediterranean Sea that and even in Portugal on the Atlantic because we went to Portugal once as well, and yeah, their entire towns, entire cities that are basically built up all around their tourism, which means that none of them speak Spanish, none of them speak Portuguese, none of them speak Italian, and none of them speak Greek. And they're just English people. They just but they're Greek and Spanish and Portuguese. It's weird. It's so weird. It's like being in England, but in Spain or Greece or Portugal or whatever. Yeah, it's so freaky. But what if he melts? Damon won't melt. It's a joke that he'll melt if basically he goes to Vegas, but he will not melt. We have hot summers here in the UK, and I mean it's bad, but it's basically you know, it's livable. And I've been to Vegas. I know he could take Vegas, but for some reason he just won't come because he'll think that he thinks that he'll melt. But I did not know about the whole Mediterranean thing. Yeah, he won't melt. He'll be fine. But yeah. It's okay, Jeff. I'm only halfway through. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on for. But yeah, those are my little rant things over. I can't believe I've got the fifth fungus. I got medication for my foot fungus. Because I got foot fungus. Let's talk about the foot fungus. Let's see that viewer counter drop dramatically. Yeah, I've got a verruca on my foot. It's only a little thing. But I mean, obviously it's deeper into me. But yeah. But now I've got this cool, like a medical little gun thing that I basically put it up against the thing and shoot it with basically I think it's butane. It's not nitrogen. It's not liquid nitrogen. It's what they can put in a little canister can thing, and then basically it will freeze it and it will die. And yeah, but I used this kind of treatment before. I've only had verruca once in my life, and basically now I've had it two times in my life. And yeah, that was annoying as fuck. Oh my god, with the yawning. God damn it. Yeah, I've had it 2 times in my life, and essentially, yeah. The first time I had it, I tried this treatment, and basically it worked straight away. It was like the next day, it was basically healing already. It was weird and freaky. So I got that today, so that's cool. I'm just trying to think of other things to talk about. But yeah, Jeff, if you want to hear what my problem is, my whole depression problem thing, you have to go back into the stream. I could talk about it again, but it's essentially I found out what causes my depression. It's the lack of work, because I talked to my therapist, and basically she said that I sucked because I sucked because I didn't have a job. You know, when I've been out of work, that's when I get depressed. Apparently, that's when depression hits me hard and stuff. So yeah, that's about it. So I figured out that I need to actually do some work. But the problem is that the thing that gets me out of depression the fastest is and the easiest, and what I enjoy actually doing is actually art. So I'm a professional artist, but the problem is that I haven't had a lot of work being a professional artist because virus times or something. I don't know. I'm too expensive or whatever. But I think that's all you missed, really. I was also talking about my kiddie vacations when I was a kid. So yeah, they're talking about tiny fish and stuff. So glad you got the medicine for your foot. So yes, I am too. I was gonna have a shower tonight and then basically and then shoot it tonight, but essentially I can't do that because I want random personal detail, just maybe a bit too much information for you guys. I don't know. Damon helps me in the shower. I can't reach my back, even with a scrubby brush, a loofah, whatever you want to call those things. With assistance, with tools. We've got tools. I find it very hard to do my back. And Damon helped me with that once. And also my butt, because, well, he's my partner, you know. Plus, it's nice having your butt rubbed. Anyway, yeah, Damon helps me in the shower, and basically he was just going to bed when I was just thinking about having a shower. So yeah, but I want to have a full shower, get nice and clean, get my foot clean, and then basically dry it off, and then implement the treatment, and then keep it clean and dry for as long as possible. And so I can't put any socks on, I can't put any shoes on or anything like that. So yeah, I can't put it on right now. I'll have to do it tomorrow at some point. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Damon helps me out in the shower. Basically, every time I have a shower, I do my front with all of the soapy stuff, and then basically I yell, "Damon!" Well, more occasionally, if nobody's around and the window's shut, Hunky, because I call him Hunky. And he comes into the bathroom if he's not there already, and then basically scrubs my back and my butt. Doesn't do it really that hard. It's really annoying because I'd probably give myself a scrubby down to do the exfoliating action and stuff. But yeah, he basically gently rubs the soap over my back, which is nice, but kind of like, yeah, could you just really scrub the soap into my back with the scrubby thing? Anyway. Tons, have you tried making a goof sauna yet? I've seen lots of people do that, but you know, one of the things, like I said, I'm a professional artist and stuff. One of the things I found really that I'm not motivated for yet. I'm not cured of my depression yet. Making art for myself. I just can't seem to do it. I just can't seem to bring myself to do it. Even the space station picture, I'm having trouble kind of just like getting the motivation to give a shit. You know? I don't know why. I do not know why. But yeah, I was going to do that tonight. I was going to do that now, but I had a headache all day, and I was like, oh, I can use that excuse. But no, don't. And even then, I decided to make this live stream instead of doing an art class live stream. So yeah. So yeah, making art for myself is just not working right now. I don't know why. I'm not motivated to make art for just me, you know. Unless you want to pay me to do it. I mean, I would if someone paid me to do it. I don't know. I kind of feel like my persona would already fit into a goofy Like, I've drawn him very Disney before in the Valentine's Day card. I went full on Disney there. I don't know if anybody remembers that card, but I went full on Disney. I might be able to bring it up. Oh no, my computer doesn't like that. No, I shouldn't do that. Oh, I've got the feature. I might as well use it. Okay, let me just try to find it. And by the way, thank you, Panther Fox. I've now got Goof Troop stuck in my head. I'll kill you later. Right, where would it be? Is it on my art? My furry art. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, everything's such tiny, tiny icons. Yeah, last night I wanted to do the space station picture again, but I ended up not doing that on account of. Actually, it was my eye. I was tired, and also my eyes just were like, they weren't focusing properly. I don't know what's going on with that. Probably just tired eyes. Where is it? Where's the picture? Did it get put into rotation to be posted? I'm gonna find it. I'll find it. Oh, there it is. Right, let's see if screen share. No, I won't do it. It won't do the individual window. No, it's too big. Okay. Where am I looking? It is. Yeah, I went full on Disney with my character with expression and everything, and I feel like that would fit into a Disney thing, maybe. I don't know. It's not as polished. I guess it could have been more polished. Anyway, so I'm trying to zoom in more so you guys can see it better. But yeah, I don't think I would do a whole picture dedicated to it. So I just noticed that Five's mustache is way better than mine. Anyway, yeah. Is that not good enough? Is that just not good enough? I don't know. Is your headache better? Yeah, I've been having aspirin all day, so yeah. Okay, I'm still on the thing.
It's really taking its sweet time.
Oh, it stopped doing the circle thing anymore, so that's something.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And my fan.
You said you had this before with the foot before, so.
Yeah, like when I was 9. Thing.
Oh wow.
Okay, and I'm back on YouTube. Yeah, when I was like 9 or something. I think I was older than that, but I can't remember exactly. I'm really crap at remembering exactly how old I was when certain things happened in my life. But yeah, I had a verruca on my foot then, and my mother wanted me to stay persistent and just try to. Apparently, if you get rid of like certain parts of it, then it will go away by itself. But but I don't want to. I don't want to sit and pick at my foot all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's not something you want to have to do. I don't blame you.
And it's just really it's not. It doesn't hurt. That's the weird thing about the verrucas, that they don't hurt. They're just kind of there.
Do they itch at all? Oh, they're just there. Okay.
No,
they
kind of numb. They numb the part of the foot that they're on, but that's it.
My
So
goodness. Well, that's very, very interesting. But I know you'll be glad when that goes away.
But yeah, but they're caused by a they're kind of caused by a it's like it's like the kind of fungus. It's kind of like the kind of virus that you know, cold sores, cold sores, or whatever you call them.
Yes.
You know, that's caused by a kind of like it's a form of hepatitis.
Yes, that's right. It is.
But it's a form. And that's a virus, and it's one of those viruses. It's not hepatitis, but it's one of those viruses that is like hepatitis. That particular one. But yeah, and it basically only attacks this part of your, only attacks very thick skin, because that's the only place that it can sustain itself or something. Anyway, yeah, it makes a little. It basically makes a little thing on your foot, and apparently has a root or something. I don't know, but
wow,
yeah, that's what I got on my foot, which is great.
I'll be glad, and so will you, when it's finally gone. I'm glad you got the medicine, so at least now that can give you a jump on it to get it on. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, it doesn't hurt. It's just I was in a hot tub, and all of a sudden I was like, what the fuck? I've got something on my foot, that I did not know was there. It's just like, there's a weird hole on my foot. Oh wait, that's not a hole. There's something in it. But it doesn't hurt, so what can this be? And I was like, oh yeah, this is just a verruca. Great.
Goodness, and for it to have flared up this late in the game, as long as it's been, but at least we know it'll go.
I don't think it flares up. Like I said, it's caused by a kind of virus. It's just that I don't know how. Since I haven't had it for so long, I don't know how it would flare up again. But I don't know how I could have gotten it, because you mostly get it through physical contact. It's like I said, it's a virus, so you mostly get it through physical contact, and that's why basically people tell you not to go swimming and stuff if you've got this kind of thing, because you're in a swimming pool, you walk around barefoot. I walk around barefoot all the time, so I could have picked it up anywhere. So I don't know what happened.
Oh boy.
But yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay, well, long as you and you know about it, and you got something to treat it and get it kicked out of there, so that's good.
Yeah, I've been really like paranoid, making sure that my other foot doesn't touch the bottom of that foot somehow.
Oh right, because you don't, yeah.
Because it could spread. It's weird.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we definitely don't need that. Yeah, we gee. Well, of course, this was a very nice fluke. I'm sorry the stream did this, but I'm even more happy that I get to speak to you again.
Well, you can always come on whenever I'm on. I do this every now and again.
Okay, well, I'll just check it out because I try to get in when I'm not taking care of this wonderful man that's my father. that is a job in itself. It really is. It's an interesting job. And it's funny, I was talking to a cousin of mine. Actually, she called me by accident. She lives in Mississippi, where he's from. And she said, we have one aunt that's living, so it's just him and my aunt. And out of 13, I think it's 14 of them, and they're the only two living. She said that my aunt has dementia. I knew she had it. And she said, Jeff is driving. He was driving my other cousin absolutely crazy because they are both the same. They're both stubborn. They both don't listen.
You just mimicked. Ever since you've been talking about, ever since you said the word Mississippi, have you noticed that your accent has changed slightly to a more southern drawl?
Did it?
It did.
Well, it does sometimes because I went to school in North Carolina, so it goes back and forth. I do that sometimes. I do that sometimes, and I don't even catch myself doing it. But you caught it, yeah. I do that. Yeah.
Your cadence just shifted. It was quite funny. It was just a regular regular North American accent, and all of a sudden it just shifted to the South slightly.
You know, that's why I like to listen to Itchy. Like when he says, one thing he said, it was very funny because that's the Southern thing. If they say like girl bye, a boy bye, and he will say that, I'm like, yeah, see, he knows. That's just a little Southern thing they do. Thing. That's how they say thing. But yeah, it's so they're having quite a time with her, and it's even more interesting with him. And it's really just me because there's a no guy. I don't mind saying. I've told you that before, and everyone knows that. Like, yeah, we know it's all on you. Yeah, it is. Because, like, in the morning, I have to get up with him, make sure he takes his medicine, because he won't take it if I don't remind him, or if I go down. If he goes down before me, he gets up before me. He'll be sitting there, and I'll say, "Okay, Dad," and I don't even have to ask. I know he did. I said, "Did you take your medicine?" "Oh yeah, I took it." And I know good and well he didn't take anything. Like, Dad, you didn't take it, so you need to, oh, okay. So it's that kind of thing. It's just, I just have to stay on top of it. But hey, I'm doing it somehow. Somehow. I keep forgetting. Is it 4 there?
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. here.
Not sure. Well, now your sleep schedule. Now, how is that? When you get off the stream, you'll do what? Will you go and just?
Well, it would be my bedtime, but I'm basically just gonna play on the computer for a little bit longer because I ate something around about 1 a.m. and I like to wait 4 hours before I go to sleep.
Yes, because I remember you said that you don't want to set up any
acid reflex stuff bullshit. Yeah.
Definitely. And Damon is sleeping, right?
Yes, Damon's unconscious. Damon's
sleeping. I thought Panda Fox might come on, but he must have been somewhere else.
He might be watching because there's been a persistent person that's been viewing.
I know he's like, my God, I'm hearing Jeff finally.
I don't know. Did he hear you before? He might have heard you before, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think he has. No. I don't think so, Toasty. I don't think he's ever heard me. I think he's wanted to hear me, but he's never really heard me.
I don't know.
And once, let me just tell you, the awesome pictures you did of Itchy, and oh my God, I said they're so creepy and they look great. I'm like, he really, I can see that on a billboard, advertising a movie. I said that would be so awesome. That was great. I love it.
I recently posted them on Facebook, and somebody did say to me, "It's like from a distance, I thought that you photoshopped that picture, or use some kind of, or use some kind of special effects or something." And I was like, "No, I just painted it." No,
You are so good. I'm just, and I always teach you.
I'm not just blowing smoke up my own ass here. I'm literally saying that's somebody quoted that, and I was like, well, that's awesome that you think that, but yeah, from a distance, I can see it too. But yeah, I immediately afterwards I saw I can't remember who it was, but somebody posted a picture of a zombie from The Walking Dead or something. I don't know, but it was like all of the things that I forgot to add. I just kept seeing. It was really annoying.
Oh, well, I think they look. I really, I know Itchy loves them too, because that is so neat. I'm like, oh my god, look how you did the mouth where the skin was separated. I'm like, that is so cool. Ah, I loved it. I love it.
Well, you know, I got a terrible imagination. It was so funny when. Well, it wasn't funny at the time, but it was kind of funny just messing with Itchy because he asked me to. Could you do me a zombie picture? And I was like, let me get this right. You want me to, with my great imagination, you want me to imagine your dead, rotting face. It's like, can you see how upsetting that would be for me?
Exactly right.
He doesn't.
It's just awesome.
He doesn't always. He doesn't think. He doesn't think sometimes, but it's okay.
He should know, like you said. I remember you telling us about, what your mind will do. I remember you said that it will do that. It'll take you to different things like that. And I mean, wow. I said, this is really awesome. The way you did that and put that together and so quickly. Well, you always can do it fast. So that's
well,
true.
it's not so much that it's more that it's not that I do it fast. It's literally because I don't have anything to do at the moment. So it was like play a video game and then continue with the drawing. It wasn't that big of a deal. Also, Itchy's not at home right now, so he basically I had a lot of time to do the other two sketches. Because he would not respond to me.
Yeah, you said he wouldn't. You kept waiting to hear from him. Like, oh, he's not. I guess he's not.
He was busy playing, busy at a farm, messing around on a farm. That's what he was doing. Because I've got pictures. I put on Discord.
Really? Please, yes, I want to see you on a farm. Okay, it's cool.
But it's a very cute picture. Let me see if I can actually put it on Discord.
I have to see it. That's funny. The last time I've been to a farm, it's been a long time that I've gone to.
Well, they're everywhere around here.
There is, there's a few around here too. I just haven't been. It's been a long time.
Yeah, given the name of the town that you're in, from what you said, I was like, there must be a farm.
Oh yes, in Framingham. My goodness, yes, yeah.
Yeah, see, my dyslexic brain read that as farming ham, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
But you know what, Tom? That's okay, because a lot of people do that. They put farming ham, they put Farmington, they say everything but Framingham, so it's okay. You're entitled. Don't feel bad because everybody does it. It's the way I may have people remember it. I'll say, just think of Birmingham and put FRAM in front of it. That's all. But it is. It's a long, crazy. Now it's a city. I think I've told you that. We've become a city now. So we have so many people. So it was a town. Now it's a city. So yeah. Okay. Now you put it up. Let me see.
Well, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you directly. I don't know.
Okay. Thanks.
I don't know if he wanted me to share it or anything. He probably wouldn't mind, but But yeah, so that's what he was doing. He was playing with animals.
That's cool. Out at the farm. And I know it's hot down in Virginia. It's hot.
Well, that's
not really that hot now, but yeah.
I think that's in North Carolina. I'm not entirely sure.
What's North Carolina? Really? Really? Oh, he's just having a grand old time, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. It's just, how long is he? Did he say how long he'd be there?
I don't know. I'm looking. God.
That's great. North Carolina. Yeah, I love that. Really nice. Good food there too.
Yeah, he keeps telling me about how great it is. I kind of,
Oh,
I hate it when people do that.
oh my goodness. Like I told you, I went to school there, college there, and man, yeah, the food is. But a lot of things have changed though, because they don't have a lot of the all unique places that I used to go to, which is sad. But man, it was good. It was some good stuff. And of course, that's when I first had Krispy Kreme. I was thinking of you because Krispy Kreme used to be right up the street from my school. So my friends and I would walk up and indulge.
It is North Carolina. Sorry, it is. Yeah, it is. Sorry, just double checking.
Okay.
Krispy Kreme.
Okay. Krispy Kreme. Oh, so that was the first time I had that. I was done. I didn't care anything about the what we have, Dunkin' Donuts, which just is not. It's really not good anymore. They changed. I don't know. They changed the way they make it, and it's just not good. It's not good anymore. But
Well, I'm a big donut guy, of course, but I had Dunkin' Donuts, and it was like, yeah, okay, these are alright. You know, these are technically donuts.
Yeah, but you notice the difference. I know you're like, okay, this isn't all that. I mean, they to me they hype it up more than it is. So of course that's just, I don't know.
Well,
they're
more cakey and less bready. That's all it is.
That's it.
You know, because and I'm not a very big cake guy, but I can see why other people like Dunkin' Donuts more than Krispy Kreme, because a lot of people like cake. You know, a lot of people are very, very into cake. So.
Well, except for one cake I know that you don't like. And I don't know which cake that is.
I don't mind any cake. I don't mind any cake. I especially do not mind red dyed chocolate cake. Chocolate cake that has been dyed red. I don't mind that. That's fine.
Tubbs, you had me laughing so hard. You said, well, just, why are you doing that? Just stop doing that. He said, just stop it. But
it's just why I just don't understand why does this have to be its own class of thing? I mean, you don't have blue velvet cake or anything else. It's just red velvet cake for some reason. You know, you can add any dye to any chocolate or any other kind of cake even, and you don't call it anything else. But for some reason, chocolate cake dyed red is red velvet cake, and why would you do that?
And it's really, Itchy will tell you, that's really a Southern thing.
It's not even it's not. It's a Chicago thing. According to my cousin, it was a Chicago thing, because I brought up the whole red velvet cake to him, and he said that yeah, he's everywhere he's been in the States. They really up it in Chicago the most. They really love their red velvet cake, and it's like. But every time I hear about something from Chicago, it's always like, oh yeah, Chicago do the best pizza, they do the best chili dogs, they do the best, you know. It's like you only got to pick one food, Chicago. You only get one. You know.
It's a restaurant called Uno's. You probably Google that. We have Uno's here, but Uno's is the Chicago pizza. I'd like to have the actual Chicago Uno's pizza. I'm sure that's good. But
I think that would be New Mexico or something.
Right. But funny, I thought about you because the other day I went, I said, it's hard to find red velvet cake here. So I said, I wonder who, and I said, oh, there's a bakery not far from my house. I said, let me run up there and see. All they had was red velvet cupcakes. And I said, oh, I'll get one. And it didn't really do it for me though. So it was okay, but it wasn't. It just wasn't that good to me. Because my mother used to make the best red velvet cake. I mean, hers was just awesome. But I know not to bring you any because you won't eat any.
Oh my god, I do not mind cake. I don't like, after a slice of cake, I'm usually just done because it turns into a paste in my mouth, and I just don't like that. I don't get it.
I definitely understand. Yeah.
I'm not. It's not like it's like with any food. Any food is if I have too much of food, I have a limit of how much of a certain type of food that I can have at a time because it gets boring or it just becomes my jaw aches. Like with pizza, I can only eat like 2 or 3 pizzas before my jaw just starts to be like no more. It hurts, aching. But for some reason, with certain types of food, it's a lot smaller. It's like I can have 1 slice of cake and I'll be satisfied. I want ice cream or something because it's done. No more cake. It's done. Cake is done.
So that's one cake I unfortunately can eat too much of. I shouldn't, but I could. I could definitely eat too much. But I know you said you hadn't heard what you would have eaten because it's crab rangoons, and I mentioned that to you. But I don't know, you might. I don't know. We'd have to see if you'd like them or not. But they're actually good.
I'd like what?
Crab rangoons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you said no, not doing that because
I'm just not a fan of crab.
He's like, no, I'm not doing it.
Well, no, it's not that I won't do it. I won't. It's not like, oh, I'm never going to eat that again. It's that I've tried crab. I've tried many different set of shellfish. Not a fan.
I hear you.
So if I'm presented with a new shellfish, and somebody was asked me to try it, then of course I'd try it because I haven't tried it before. But I won't have the expectation that I'm going to instantly love it just because every other shellfish that I've eaten, I'm just like,
it didn't really do it. I hear you. I'm not a big seafood. I'll eat salmon sometimes, and I do like shrimp. But that's basically it. I'm not a real big seafood person. I like scallops. I do eat those sometimes, but yeah, I can take it or leave it. I'll eat it sometimes, but not, Don't let me talk you to death. I didn't want to talk you to death because you see, I can do that.
No, I've set myself a cutoff point for like 5 minutes from now.
Okay.
Because I actually have to pee soon, so yeah. But
oh my goodness.
No, I don't have to pee right now. God, like I said, 5 minutes. I'm giving myself 5 minutes before I have to say goodbye properly. But yeah, yeah. But tastes change anyway. Though I'm starting to like salmon again, and I never liked salmon. But I don't like the texture. For some reason, it always is slimy. No matter what I've tried with salmon, it always just tastes slimy to me somehow.
Have you had it? I don't know if you had it this way. Have you had it smoked salmon?
I've had the slices of salmon. I've had it on sushi. I've had these are the things I've tried. I've had canned salmon, like tuna, but with salmon. And I've had a couple of other varieties, so I don't know. Okay. But I recently tried again the sushi, and that was, the texture was slimy, so I didn't like that. But I did notice that the taste didn't bother me so much, because it used to be both the texture and the taste that I just didn't like salmon. But now it's kind of a, yeah, okay, I could, you know, it's one of those things that if I was presented with a choice, I would not pick the salmon. But if I didn't have a choice, then it would be like, you know, for your in-flight meal, you've got salmon, salmon sushi or whatever. I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't say no, no thanks. I'll just have the bread or whatever, you know.
You know, it's funny because when you mention sushi now, I just cannot wrap my mind about. I guess I could do the rice and something, and maybe the avocado, but I just cannot do raw fish. That just is, can't do that. I can't. I don't.
Well,
I know a lot of friends that like it.
Well, the best. Also recently, I had sweet and sour salmon.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I mean. Though I intentionally ate that because it was salmon, and it was sweet and sour. Not sweet and sour, sweet and what did I say? What did I say?
Sweet, it wasn't sweet and sour.
Sweet chili. It was sweet chili. God damn it. Yeah.
That was good. Did you like that?
But yeah, no, I intentionally bought it because I like sweet chili.
Right.
And I didn't know it was salmon at the time because I thought it was sweet chili tuna, because it was one of those cool pots with flavored tuna that you can get in the stores here. Anyway, but yeah, for some reason this was an identical pot, but it wasn't tuna. It's the only one that wasn't tuna out of all of the selection, and I just didn't read the salmon part. I read the tuna part, so I ate that. I started eating it, and I was like, "This isn't tuna. What is this?" But I finished it because it wasn't that bad. So it didn't taste that slimy. So yeah, it was weird. Yeah.
I'd love to try that. That sounds good. But
the sushi. But the sushi thing I was going to say, sorry, I just remembered that. The sushi thing I was going to say is that the best sushi that I've ever had has been cooked fish, because I've had not trout, mackerel that's been cooked, and also tuna that's also been cooked, and those are my two favorites. And you can get.
That sounds good.
You can get mackerel and tuna cooked sushi from sushi places, and basically like I said, I've tried a lot of sushi and they're my favorites. So, but they're really good, especially with some decent dark soy sauce. It's yummy. And now my mouth's watering. Great.
I know. Mine too, Joe. That sounds good.
I just ate something. I just ate some tuna as well. Sorry. What about sushi? Says Cub Andrew. Do I know that guy? The icon's really tiny on my screen. That didn't help. That didn't help at all. I've only had fried salmon, says KB Gaming. KB Gaming says, haven't been in here in over a year. Well,
I remember.
Do you? I'm struggling, but then again, it is early in the morning here, so yeah.
Right. I do remember. I remember he's nice guy. Yeah, I remember him. God, Tubbs, it's a shame. I've been watching so long. I try to remember who's. Oh, I remember them. I wonder. Now I know I'm on my phone. I wonder can I watch the stream and talk? Should I try it?
I don't think you can, but I would suggest switching over to the stream anyway soon, because, like I said, I'm heading over there to do the goodbye bit.
Yes, because you got to hit the back. Okay, this was so wonderful talking to you, but I'm going to switch to the stream and I'll say, give my hugs and snuggles and all that good stuff on the stream.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I'll see you over there.
Okay, bye.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Right. I'm gonna actually turn off my Discord now. Sorry for everybody that's on the stream. I do get stuck in the middle of conversations sometimes. And it's not Jeffrey's fault. It's not Jeffrey's fault. Don't blame him. I get distracted by when I'm supposed to be talking to more than one person. It's a bit distracting. I've only just noticed that about the salmon thing. When we were talking about sushi, I noticed that there was a sushi thing on there, and I was like, oh my god, I have to address people who are talking. Oh my god. But yeah, Jeffrey, if you are there, jump when you jump back on, just let me know in the chat. Right. There you are. Right. So let me just quickly go through all of this. Cub Andrew, are you the Andrew that I think you are? I'm terrible with names, so yeah. You used to call me Kyle, says KB Gaming. Yes, I do remember you now, but like I said, names. I'm shit at names, so sorry about that. But I just am, unless I give you a nickname and then continuously say that in my head. For example, Dumb Mutt is actually Panda Fox in my head, and I can't get that out of my head, so I always call him Panda Fox. Jeffrey is Jeffrey, and also Jeffers in my head. So yeah, it's one of those things I try to remember. I'm told, because I've explained this before, I'm told that I should never do this. You should never do that. Don't give people nicknames that they don't know about or don't want, because it will just be mean. Anyway, yeah, I didn't forget you, Kyle, KB Gaming, but I don't remember names very well, so I forgot your name, and I do apologize for that. So yeah, from HCM. Oh, so I was like, what the fuck is HCM? Because I don't think it's called HCM anymore, is it? I don't know. Anyway, isn't it hot? Sorry, HCAP? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let me just go through the thing. Hi, Panda folks. Oh my god, I'm yawning now as well, which isn't helping the peeing situation because I need to pee. I should change my name to Dumb B Fox. You can change it all you want, dude, but I'm gonna keep saying hi, Panda Fox. Yeah. I just remember everyone by their real name. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe I got some brain damage when I had my accident or something. But names don't stick in my head unless I give them. I don't know if that makes sense. But unless I give somebody a name, they kind of don't. To me, they are a very nice person, but I don't remember what they're called. Oh my god, it's like a good example. Here's a good example. I can't ever remember Witchy. I can't ever remember her real name ever, and she's told it to me multiple times. She's told me by the names that she goes by, but essentially, I don't remember. I don't remember any of them. Green Witch is the one that basically all I remember, or Greenwich or Green Witch, whatever you would call. Yeah, it's the only name that I remember, other than Witchy, because I always call her Witchy. So yeah, there's that. So it's a thing. Fortunately, she doesn't mind, so that's something. And she's very, very sweet. So yeah, her name kind of. I'm trying to see if does her name appear on my screen. I'm trying not to poke anybody unless I might call them by mistake. No, it doesn't. I think it begins with a Y. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Nice beard you got going though. Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it anymore because I was like thinking about if I should get rid of it or not. Next time I do my haircut because that's going to need doing again soon. But no, I noticed that it was actually slightly longer than the last time I measured it. And it's about a foot long. It's twice as long as it appears. I just want to say that because I just did that, and I'm still holding on to bit strands of it. I'm still holding on now. So it comes down to here. So I don't know if that means it's actually is growing still, or if it's reached its terminal length. But I was just trying to grow it till I found out my terminal length, and essentially this seems to be it. But apparently it's still growing. It curls around a lot more. It's like my head hair, because my head hair does that only on a larger scale. You know, it gets bigger curls for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, but it will grow, but it will only seem to be the same length. But in fact, if I pulled down a little bit of it, it actually would reach my nose. So it's weird. It's just the way my hair grows. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm on two minds about the beard thing. How's life been over? I'm not going to get into all of that because, like I said, I have to pee. So yeah. Drew the goof zone for myself if you want to see Tubbs. Well, feel free to post it. You know where to post it. But yeah, I wanted to, before my sound cut out, or well, during my sound cut out, I did want you to explain to me about the goof zone thing, because I've seen people posting pictures of their character next to Goofy, or next to Pete, or their character as Goofy, or them in a slightly Disney style. You know, I don't know what the rules are for the goof zone thing, and like I said before, I'm kind of like up for just myself. Doesn't seem to help the whole depression bullshit. So unless somebody paid me to do it, then I'm kind of not going to draw it. It's kind of sad, you know. But yeah. I've been using a hair straightener for my beard. Yeah, I've been told not to do that. Andrew, you might not know this, but there used to be, well, no, I'm a clone of a guy who used to live in Texas. So he had exactly the same kind of hair that I had, although he had a glorious mustache. So yeah. But no, he tried growing out his beard only once, and he got to about this length, not whatever my length is now. And he tried hair straighteners. So he tried a hair straightener to straighten out his curls. And although it worked on his head hair, it looked terrible for the beard hair, it just didn't work. It looked apparently it looked. I think I saw a picture. I'm not entirely sure, but it was very. You know, you could see through it a lot. It looked weird. You know. So yeah, I did see the picture. I've got it in my head now. And yeah. It looked weird, and I'm just not that tempted to recreate that disaster. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do the beard, the head hair thing again, but honestly, that was a pain in the butt when my hair was long because it would still grow into my face anyway. So yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, Jeffrey, you always seem to be happy and jolly whenever I see him. Whenever I see him type something. Jeffrey's a lovely person, and I wish I could hug him, but I can't. That's sad. Mostly, I've seen just the style, but yeah, you just draw yourself as how you would see yourself in the Goofy world. Well, like I showed you the picture before of 5, that was in a very Disney style, and I basically think I don't know how I would change that any more than I made it super Disney before to make it any more Disney. So yeah, I don't know how I would do that. So I guess that picture, I'll post it again on Discord. It's no big deal. Honestly, admirable. Oh, you mean Jeffrey? Yeah, he's a very sweet guy. He's an incredibly sweet guy. Honestly, homicidal max is a thing, but I'm not gonna get into it. What? What? Oh, I think I've actually seen your picture. I think did you? I think you posted it on Massington or something. I also used beard oil, beard butter, and a brush. Well, of course you would, you big girl. I'm kidding. I'm not toxic masculinity in anything. Okay, use whatever works for you. That's great. But I've got beard oil because Damon actually tried it because he likes the smell. But I've got an incredibly sensitive nose. I've got hypersensitivity to smell, light, and sound. So essentially, having a strong smell, even just of neutral oil, that close to my face would drive me crazy. When I use shampoo, and it's passion fruit shampoo, and I can still smell it in my beard now, and that was about 2 days ago. So yeah, I also smell noodles. I must have spilled some noodles into my beard at some point. And cereal. So yeah, beards are gross now. I think about it. Yeah, I only use shampoo. I just use the shampoo. So yeah, I did try to dye it at one stage, and that was very oily smelling. So yeah, but it didn't work. Somebody said to me, it was a woman who often dyes her hair, that a bleaching alternative, if you want your hair to appear just a little bit lighter, then she uses toothpaste. She wraps it up in toothpaste, and she basically in her hair, she doesn't have a beard, and she wraps it up in a section of it up in toothpaste, and it appears to be a very lighter color of her current hair color. for about 15 minutes, and then she washes it out, and basically it appears to be a lighter color. I don't know if this is a thing, but it almost got me trying putting my toothpaste, because I don't know what brand of toothpaste she uses or what's in her toothpaste, but I was like, huh, I'm almost tempted, because I don't mind smelling toothpaste all day. To get the beard, just to get the dye to stick in it a bit. I don't know. Let me know if that works, anybody. I really do have to go because it's raining now. And that's making me need to pee more. So yeah. Yeah, I don't use those types of scents. I have been wearing a hair tie to keep it from catching my feet. Yes, I've got beads. I've got beard beads. I took this one out earlier. I've got beard beads. They've got Celtic runes on them, and yeah, they weigh the beard down so that when you put food in your mouth, they don't. The hair is down. So yeah, I've got these beard beads, and sometimes I put 2 in. Sometimes I just put 1 in. You know, I actually successfully braided my beard the other day. It didn't look as good as I thought it would. But it looked like something. So that was something. So yeah. Oh, it's gone. It almost met at the top of my head. But yeah, if you look at the past streams, or I've even worn them in videos or something, then you can actually see them in my beard. So yeah, or pictures. Yes, you need to. I do need to pee. I do. That's LiveTUBBS. I'm sure it looked nice when you braided it. It didn't look that great because my hair is so curly and so all over the place that it kind of just whenever you get a good, let's see if I can demonstrate real quick. Like if I try to just twist it to make it like one strand of beard, then I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of sticking out everywhere. It might be hard to see. I could see it. So yeah, it kind of fucks with the cool kind of illusion. But yeah, I could actually get it to touch my belly button. Right now, touching my belly button. So I got my beard down to my belly button. But yeah, I don't know. I might give it another cycle, you know, to see if it actually grows anymore. But I don't know. I'll figure it out more closer when I go wash my hair. Wash my hair. Brush. No. Cut my hair. All of the things to do with hair. Anyway, belly rubs and belly salute. I will try to do another live stream tomorrow. Because I really do want to do the space station picture, so I might do an art class thing. But I'll try to do a just a general live stream. I've got things that I want to try out. But yeah, I'm also going to try to re-establish the schedule, the the days of the week schedule, because I want to add something to it. But since the whole depression thing happened, I've been kind of regretting. I've been regretting. No, I've been just avoiding being on stream when I'm really depressed and down and sad and gloomy and hating everything, you know. So yeah. But yeah, catch me around about sometime tomorrow, hopefully earlier time than this, but who knows. But no, thank you for everybody for joining me. Thank you everybody for coming back when the live stream crashed earlier. I do apologize for that, but yeah. And yeah, what am I supposed to post something to Discord. The Valentine's Day picture. I'll post the Valentine's Day picture. Is it just that? I think it's just that, but yeah. I'll post that on Discord in the art section at some stage as well. But yeah, Palafox, I think I saw your picture earlier, but I'll have another look if you want to post it also in the art section. So yeah. Have a good night, everybody, or morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. And yeah. Toodles.